Hi YouTube, Tim Ucker here. In this video, we're going to install IntelliJ, and I'm actually going to show you how to get the settings from the server too. I have my IDE settings on the Jetbrains server, so I'm going to show you how to get that so you can customize it as you want. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is open up a browser here and just search for Jetbrains, and we'll go there to the Jetbrains site, and from here we can accept the cookies, go to developer tools, and I'm going to go down to IntelliJ IDE and I want to go to this download button here. I want to get the ultimate because I have a license for that. This is a paid product, but and I have a license for it. So I'm going to download it. So we'll go ahead, let that download, I'll come on back. Okay, once it's downloaded, my McAfee web advisor is going to scan it. But then I can close out my browser here for the moment and go to my downloads here, and I've got the application download, so I'm just going to open it right now. So I'll click open. Okay, after it prompts me to make changes to my device, this setup wizard will pop up. I'll click next here. I'm going to keep the destination folder as is. It's going to take about 3.5 gigabytes of space. IntelliJ, the IDE Ultimate, is kind of a big program, but I have plenty of space, so I'm going to click next. I'm going to associate all this stuff here, so I'm just going to check all these. That's up to you. I also will add the bin folder to the path. You're going to have to restart it to do that. I'll add open folder to project, and I'll create a desktop shortcut. I'm going to click next and then install and let that run through and go ahead and install. Okay, now it's going to give you the option after running through that to either reboot now, that'll add the bin folder to the path right away, or manually reboot later. I'm going to do it later. I'll click finish here. I'm going to close this out, and now I'm going to just click to open this. Okay, I'll accept the license agreement, click continue. You can choose to send anonymous statistics or don't send. I'm going to not send. And here we go. So now it'll pop up. Now they do have a free 30-day trial, or you can activate a paid license. So if you want your free 30-day trial, just click here. Otherwise, I do have a paid license, so I'm going to go ahead and activate that. I'll leave that off camera and then come back once that's done. Okay, once I've activated my license here, you can take an onboarding tour or just go ahead. You can go ahead and start unchecking plugins, adding plugins as necessary. I'm going to show you in a moment just how I'm going to retrieve my settings from the server. I run a pretty, this is a lighter laptop, so I'm going to run it with only the plugins that I really want, which I uncheck a lot of them, but it's up to you. What I'm going to do first, I'll create a new project. And you see, if you have Java and you don't have it installed, it'll prompt you to download. It'll do it for you. It'll download the OpenJDK. But I'm just going to start with an empty project here. Let's call this, I'm going to be working on one website in a moment for another channel. So let me call this Timothy Unkert Math. Now you can pick the folder where it's in. So this is IDEA projects. I maybe want to put this in my documents. Now this is a little bit, so I think if I actually go into OneDrive, these are the documents that come up on this folder. So I'm actually going to select this one, click OK. So it's going to give that path, then documents, and then the name of the project. You can create a Git repository right now if you want to. I'm not going to share my code for this one on Git. It's just to keep that stuff to myself. But anyways, of course I'll be doing it on YouTube for the entire world, but whatever. Anyways, so I'm going to click create, and then it's going to open up. You can install this AI Assistant plugin if you want. I'm just going to close this out, and it indexes your dependencies. What I will want to do is get my settings synced up with my other install of it. So I'm going to go here down. This is the main menu. So you click on this hamburger, you get file, go down here, manage IDE settings, go to settings sync, and you can enable settings sync. And then what I want to do is get settings from account. You can also, if you're doing this the first time, push settings to account. I've already done that. I'm going to get settings from account. Okay, so once all the settings are from the account, um, it's installing the plugins from Settings Sync. I'm going to click OK, and it's going to restart. I'm going to need to restart the IDE to get everything set up. I'm going to let this just run through here, and then once it's done doing this, I'll click to restart. Okay, so now I'm going to restart the IDE. So now it restarted and it's indexing the dependencies here. You'll notice that it did install some plugins. So with the IDE Ultimate, you can install a Python plugin to get the same functionality as PyCharm Professional, which I did. I did a Ruby plugin and Golang plugin because I like to mix up my languages a little bit. I think the limitations are C#, C, and C++. Those are with C-Line and Rider, which are other JetBrains IDEs. And I disabled a bunch of other plugins because I have a bunch of other stuff that I don't want to use. I also have the PHP plugin, which kind of gives me some PHP functionality. I don't know if it's exactly the same as PHP Storm, but it gets me close. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. One more thing, let me show you. If you want, if you go up here back to the menu and go to Manage IDE Settings, you can go right here and restore the default settings. If you want to wipe it out and bring it back to normal, like let's say you mess something up, then you can just bring it back to normal if you want. That's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.